Hi, this is Fazana again. Welcome to another new topic on the Fazmaths channel. In this video, we'll cover the basic concepts you need to know about probability. Okay, so if you toss two coins and we wanted two heads, then the probability of getting two heads would be, if we look at the outcomes first, you can tell it would be 1 out of the 4. Okay, so it's the probability of getting one head. So you can tell when you toss a coin, you could either have head or tail. So it would be 1 out of the 2, which is a half. And then followed by, so we multiply, the probability of getting another head, which would be 1 out of 2. So we go half times a half is a quarter, which is the 1 out of the 4. Okay? So just remember, if you have anything followed by something, you multiply. Okay? If you roll one dice and you wanted to see the probability of getting greater than 3, then you can tell you'd have had either 4, 5, or 6. The probability of getting a 4 would be one number out of the 6, or if you wanted a 5, it would be 1 out of the 6, or if you wanted a 6, it would be 1 out of the 6. So can you see, if it's or, you're actually adding it. So you're going 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, which is 3/6, which is a half. Okay? So these two are the most important things about probability. All right? Okay, so let's look at the question. Hannah is going to play one badminton match and one tennis match. The probability she wins a badminton match is 9/10. So you know the sum of all probabilities equals 1. Okay, because she can either win or not win. We will assume that she's not drawing at all. Yeah? Okay, so you know the probability of her winning is 9/10, so the probability of her not winning is 1/10. Okay, the probability she wins a tennis match is 2/5, so the probability she does not win will be 3/5. Regardless of whether she's won or not won the badminton, the probability of her winning or not winning the tennis remains the same, because these two events are independent. Yeah? Okay? And what you'll notice is that every branch equals 1. Okay? Because one of those things will happen. All right? Yeah? Okay. So if it asks you the probability that Hannah will win both matches, we go, okay, so it's a win-win situation. Yeah? So the probability of her winning the badminton is 9/10, followed by the probability of her winning at tennis, which is 2/5. Okay? And then multiplying, you're just multiplying it straight across, which is 18/50. Okay? And then always simplify. All right? Yeah? While we're here, just let's look at the whole picture. So here she would be winning at badminton and, let's say, losing at tennis. Here she would be losing at badminton and winning at tennis. And here she'd be losing both. Okay? Just want to show you. So here you'd be going 9/10 times 3/5, which would be 27 out of 50. For her to lose and then win would be 1/10 times 2/5, which is 2/50, and losing both 1/10 times 3/5, which would be 3/50. Okay, I just want to show you one thing, that the sum of all the probabilities adds to 1. So if we go 18 plus 27, you get 45, plus 2, 47, plus 3, 50. So that would come to 50/50ths, which is 1. Okay? So every branch equals 1, and then the sum of all the probabilities equals 1. So that's a good way to check it when you finished all the questions in your exams and you just want to check that that one is right. Okay? Which is what the question was. All right? So here we have the whole picture. Okay? Let's try another example. Okay, this time we're dealing with decimals. And again, it's the same basic concept. The probability that Helen will pass the medical, sorry, both Helen and Anthony take a medical. Probability that Helen will pass the medical is 0.9. So the probability she'll fail is 1 minus the 0.9. And then the probability that Anthony will pass the medical is 0.7. So that the probability he fails is 0.3. So you can tell the probabilities just stay the same. Okay? Work out the probability that Helen and Anthony both pass. So you go 0.9 times 0.7 equals 0.63. Okay? Yeah? When you're multiplying decimals, remember, just multiply the numbers and then figure out how many decimals are in your calculation, and that'll be how many decimals there are in your answer. Okay? Yeah. All right, let's do the whole picture again. So that's pass, pass. That's pass, fail. That's fail, pass. And that's fail, fail. Okay, so that would be 0.9 times 0.3 equals 0.27. 0.1 times 0.7, which is 0.07, and 0.1 times 0.3 equals 0.03. Okay, and if you added them all up, that comes to 80, 97, 100, which comes to okay, yeah, but the actual answer we wanted was 0.63. Okay, isn't that easy? Yeah, I thought so. All right, let's try another one. Sheila is going to play 1 game of darts and 1 game of dominoes. The probability she'll win the game of darts is 3/4, so the probability she doesn't win is 1/4. Probability she'll win the game of dominoes is 1/3, so that would be 2/3, and that would also be 1/3 and 2/3. Okay, yeah. Probability she'll win exactly 1 game. Okay, so you can tell here it's win-win, here it's win-lose, here it's lose-win, and here it's lose-lose. So if you want the probability that we'll win exactly 1 game, it'll either be that one or that one. And the fact that we've done or, you know we're then going to add them. Okay, so here the probability of her winning is 3/4, followed by the probability she loses at dominoes equals 6/12, or the probability she loses at darts followed by the probability she wins at dominoes is 1/12. Okay, if you have a situation where you're going to have or, don't simplify, because it's easier to add the fractions up when they've got the same denominator. So you've got 7/12. Okay, yeah, isn't that easy? Okay, let's just do the whole picture again. So you can see that would be 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 3 is 12, so that would be 3/12. And that would be 1 times 2 is 2, and 4 times 3 is 12. Of course, the denominators stay the same. That comes to 5/12 plus 7/12. So the sum of all probabilities equals 1. Yeah, that's a good check. All right, good. That's all for now. In part 2, we'll go through some more probability questions, which are more typical in higher level maths exams, because that's where you want to be, at a higher level. And I'll get you there. Keep working hard, it's so worth it. And remember, you're in control. Until next time, take care. Bye.